It's sweet, it's salty, it tastes like coconut, it's got a punch of mango. It's a Thai dessert classic, mango sticky rice. What's up everybody? Welcome back to Impossibly Kosher. Full disclaimer everyone, I've never been to Thailand and I actually don't have that much experience with Thai cooking. But a few months ago, one of my cousins was telling me all about his experience traveling to different countries, and when we landed on Thailand, he was telling me about this incredible dessert that they have over there that's made with rice and has mango, has a sweet salty coconut dressing on top of it, and he said he was eating it all the time and how delicious it was. And when he told me the name, it intrigued me. Mango sticky rice. I got to researching right away. The more I read, the more intrigued I got. The more videos I saw of this thing, the more intrigued I got. Until it hit that point where I'm like, okay, I'm making this and I'm sharing it with you guys. This is gonna be a very simple video. I'm gonna keep everything in layman's terms. I'm gonna make everything nice and easy because most people have no idea what the heck the difference is between sticky rice and jasmine rice and long grain rice and white and brown and yellow and green. Well, not green and yellow, that sounds gross, but I'm gonna keep it simple for you guys. And right before we get started, let me know in the comment section if you've ever had mango sticky rice. How did you like it? And if you love mango sticky rice, give this video a big thumbs up. All right, let's jump to it. First things first, this recipe is gonna be enough for 2 people. So scale accordingly depending on how many you're cooking for. So what do we need for this recipe? Glutinous rice or sticky rice or sweet rice. It's all the same thing with different names. Guys, this is not normal basmati or jasmine rice. This is sticky rice. It's very different. And stick around until the end. In the pro tips and tricks section, I'll be explaining what's the difference between all these rices. The next thing you're gonna need is about a can of coconut milk, which is about 400 ml, 2 to 3 ripe mangoes, a little bit of salt, and some white sugar. This meal is prepared in 3 separate parts. Part number 1 is the rice. Part number 2 is the coconut milk soak, which the rice is gonna sit in. And number 3, the coconut sauce. To make sticky rice, first step, get it in a bowl and fill it with water. Mix it with your hands to release some of that starch and drain out that water. Fill it up again, mix it around, release some of the starch, pour out the water. You can use a colander, it'll make it much easier. And you wanna keep doing this about 3 to 4 times until the water runs pretty much clear. Then cover the rice in the bowl with cool water and set it aside for at least 6 hours, all the way to 24 hours. The longer you wait, the better it becomes. Once the time has elapsed, pour out the water, strain out that rice, and put the rice on a tea cloth or a cheesecloth. Lay it out flat on the cloth, and then fold it nicely on itself. And now we're gonna be steaming the rice, so prepare that steamer. You don't need anything fancy. You get a pot, you get a colander, you get something just to steam the rice. Get it in the steamer and let it cook for 25 to 30 minutes. Now while that's going on, let's prepare the next step, the rice soak. In a pot on low heat, add about 150 ml of the coconut milk. Add to it 1.5 tablespoons of sugar and about half a teaspoon of salt. Mix it up very, very well. And once the sugar and the salt melt in, set it aside because as soon as the rice is done, we're gonna soak the rice in that mixture right away. Let's fast forward a bit. Rice is done. Uncover, open up the cloth, and put it right away into the bowl with the rice soak mixture. Mix it quickly and well, and cover it and let it absorb that mixture for a good 30 minutes. Now in that 30 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and make our sweet and salty coconut milk sauce. This is an important part of the dish. It's drizzled over the rice and the mangoes, and it gives it a signature flavor. On medium-low heat, whisk a generous 4 tablespoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Now take that 2 tablespoons of coconut milk that we reserved on the side, and in a small bowl, add in about 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch or tapioca starch. Mix it with the coconut milk so that it doesn't form any clumps, and incorporate that into the coconut milk mixture. Mix everything and you'll start to notice that it'll thicken up. We want it to be like a thick gravy consistency. And once it's there, take it off the stove. Now go ahead and peel and slice your mangoes because everything should be done for when that rice is ready. You should have a few minutes left over. Mango doesn't take forever to slice. And here's a question for you guys. Before this video, have you ever even tried sticky rice before? Have you ever heard of it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe while you're at it. It doesn't hurt. And once the rice timer dings, it's time to plate up. Start off with some rice. Followed by mangoes on the outside. And finally, drizzle on some of that coconut milk, sweet and salty, delicious sauce. All there's left to do is taste. All right, let's give a taste to this mango sticky rice. This is the first time I'm ever having it, so live reaction. I get why it's a dessert. It's nice. The rice is not like normal rice. It's sticky, soft, sweet, has the coconutty flavor. Now having it with mango. Sweet and savory. It's nice. If you're a fan of Thai food, definitely you'll love this. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it nonetheless. Cheers. It's fun trying new things, isn't it? Let's go ahead and jump into the pro tips and tricks section. I got a few for you guys. Number 1, use glutinous rice. You may see in stores it's called glutinous rice, sticky rice, sweet rice. It's all the same thing. Sticky rice is very popular in Asia and is used in a bevy of different meals. You may be tempted to use normal rice like jasmine or basmati if you're really courageous, but trust me, hold back, use the sticky rice. So what's the difference between the different types of rice? Jasmine rice is a long grain rice, which results in a softer and fluffier texture, whereas sticky rice is a smaller grain and it results in a stickier and gummier result. A little bit of details. Normal rice or other rices usually have two different types of starches, amylose and amylopectin. More amylose, like in long grain rice, makes it fluffier. Less amylose makes it chewier. Lower amylose, like in shorter grain rices, makes it stickier. Sticky rice only has 1% amylose and a very high percentage in amylopectin. The result, very sticky when cooked. Tip number 2, use a steamer. Now, not everyone has a steamer. Don't worry, improvise. Use a colander. Get a normal pot, fill it with a little bit of water, get a colander and a normal cover on top, and there you go. Homemade steamer. Tip number 3, soaking the rice for at least 6 hours, all the way up to 24 hours. Simply, the longer you let the rice soak, the more water will be absorbed inside and the more delicious your end result will be. All right guys, that's the recipe. Those are all the tips that I have for this video. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a nice thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. When you subscribe to Impossibly Kosher, you're subscribing to get authentic and delicious recipes, classic and tested ways of cooking them, and everything 100% kosher. All right guys, I'll see you in the next one.